Yeah, nah, see, bro, I've been in the streets all my life, bro. I caught my first case when I was 9 years old, you feel me?
Mm.
It wasn't even that I was trying, it's just something that's instilled in me, you feel me? As
That makes
far as,
sense.
as far as, you know, being in the streets is cool, but everybody in the world know what come with the streets. How many niggas you know could say they been in the streets or they did shit in the streets and, you know, it didn't come with going to prison or, you know, being fucked up, shot, paralyzed, shit like that. You see this shit every day, and it's come from niggas not having no guidance, you feel me? I take my hat off to the niggas who showed me the shit that they showed me because I got a chance to see not just the street side, but the business aspect of life too. So it gave me both ends of the fence. So, you know, at some point, I just chose to to go the wrong direction and do some of the shit that I was seeing because you become a product of your environment for real.
Most definitely, man. So with all that going on, how'd you get into rapping?
I always been into rapping, you feel me? I used to listen to Slime Bump, you know, on my way to school in the morning when I was getting ready for school and shit. I used to listen to Slime Bump and I like, man, I could do that shit. So a lot of motherfuckers who know me, who went to school with me and shit, they'll tell you, like, you know, dude been rapping since forever. I used to be in school in the lunchroom rapping and motherfuckers standing around listening to me rap and shit. So that was something that just like, music was just a part of my life, you know, growing up from the beginning, you feel me? Like I always been attracted to music. Even my mama always played old school music, dusties and shit. So like music was just something that was therapeutic for me.
Okay, so you a music head. You was always into music.
You said what, bro?
I said, so like you a music head. You was always into music.
Always, my whole life.
Okay. So with rapping, like I heard you used to be doing battle raps in the barbershop. So how'd you get into doing that? And like how often would you do those?
Nah, I did a couple battle raps. Like I did two, I think. The first time I ever did a battle rap, uh, shout out to Ogman. I had battle rap with Ogman, little brother. And at this time, I thought I was real nice with the music, with the rapping shit, which I was, but I had never battle rap. So I didn't know that it was, you know, two different aspects. And when it came to the battle rap, I just stepped in some shit and dude fucked me up. He fucked me up so bad that it made me go back and reevaluate how I wrote music. You feel me? Like
I
instead of
see.
just writing music, I kind of started writing music as to, you know, if I was to be called out by a motherfucker to say, oh yeah, he can rap better than me, I started writing music to the point where it's music, but I could also use it if a motherfucker wanted to battle. And like I said,
Okay.
I had two battles my whole life. That battle in the barbershop, I had literally just got out the county, and the nigga who I was battling, he was the champ, and the person who owned the barbershop, shout out to Cutter. Cutter was like, man, he had been asking me to come up there because dude had been winning and winning. He like, man, I want you to come up here and battle this nigga. He think he nice. By this time, dude had already fucked me up probably like 6 months. I want to say he had fucked me up probably like 6, 7 months before that. So by that time, I had, you know, got my pens together to where, like I said, if a motherfucker did want to battle, I could spit some shit that I had wrote that was music, but in a battle aspect if I needed to. So when I went in a barbershop, like I said, I had just got out the county and I had a motherfucker called me and told me to come up there, and I went up there, and that's how that came about. But that was my only battle on camera. The one before that, it wasn't on camera, but dude fucked me up. He made me think about that like, damn,
Yeah, yeah.
I just jumped into some shit thinking I'm nice, and this nigga, he performing like, he made me feel like shit. So after that, I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna start writing my music a little bit harder, a little bit more aggressive. So if a motherfucker ever try to say, oh yeah, he nicer than you, and it come time to rap, you feel me? I could spit it, and it'll still be in a battle form for real.
Most def. And I could see why. Like I could see how like you got into that. Because like, I remember when Montana 300 was basically calling out people saying that he was the best, you know, he was the most lyrical. You had stepped up to the challenge, basically. Like you was, you know. So with that, was that like was was you doing the battle rap and going back basically like made for situations like that? Just like if somebody was to be like, I'm the best. You gonna step to them and be like, nah, I got some shit for you.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, man, dude, I don't remember the nigga name, but I had my peoples with me. He had his peoples with him. And to my aspect, I'm thinking like, damn, you know, I'm nice. I know my shit nice, my bars, my delivery, you know, it's all my shit together. But battling and rapping is two different things. That shit come with a lot of extra shit. So
Yeah, yeah.
I had put two and two together. Like, man, fuck that. Next time a motherfucker step to me, I'm gonna be fully prepared no matter what. So I stopped writing just flat out music, and I start putting it in the aspect as if I was talking to a motherfucker or something. So when that type of situation arises, cause for real, I'm the type of nigga, bro. I don't like to lose at nothing. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I don't give a fuck what's going on, if we goddamn it pitching pennies or goddamn it shooting paper balls in the trash can, I hate to lose at anything. So you feel me? When that
Okay.
shit transpired, it just opened my eyes and made me look at, as far as battle rap, it made me look at it a little different. Like it ain't as easy as it seems. You know, this shit come with a little bit more than what a motherfucker getting for real.
Most definitely, man. All right, so moving away from that, you just spoke a little bit about your hood, and it's obviously changed from back then to now. But what could you say is the best thing about it right now?
The best thing about it ain't really shit. The best thing about it right now, if you pay attention, everybody doing their own thing, bro, and that's what kind of fucked. That's what fucked us. And as far as the music industry, or even trying to really pursue this shit the right way, because everybody doing their own thing. But then you look at other motherfuckers, these niggas, everybody together, they love each other. You feel me? They treat each other totally different. But then you got certain motherfuckers who still fuck with each other, but niggas ain't doing songs together. You don't see niggas around each other doing videos. You got a little here and there. Certain motherfuckers still rocking out and shit, but for real, bro, that's the worst part about the shit. Like, it ain't no unity in this shit for real.
Mm. Like you feel like everybody, like since everybody's so focused on doing their own thing, um, it's like it's not as big as it could be because
Yeah, hell yeah,
motherfucker, yeah,
because you know, people look at that type of shit. You feel me? Even the big wigs in the music industry, they look at that type of shit like, damn, okay, this nigga nice, but he doing this shit by himself. Well, all the niggas that who claiming the same thing, who got the same tags on their name, these niggas ain't together. They ain't showing nobody no love. They ain't. Certain niggas don't post your shit, don't share each other's shit. You got niggas who nice, bro. Ain't, in my opinion, bro, it ain't a different group or a set of motherfuckers from my city who fucking with us on the rap. We got Muda, we got both of the twins, we got motherfucking G Baby, me, you got Zoo, you got TP, you got so many motherfuckers who got so much talent and shit, but to the outside people looking in, it look like we don't fuck with each other. You feel me? I
yeah,
talk to
I
Zoo
could see
all
why
the
you say that.
time.
Yeah,
I talk to TP. I talk to everybody. We all talk to each other. We all got love for each other. But on the outside looking in, people like, man, them niggas don't even fuck with each other. So why would we even fuck with them? Why would we take a chance on
I see.
investing in what they got going on? And these niggas ain't even, you don't see these niggas together. They ain't taking no pictures together. They ain't in the studio together. So, that shit really put a damper on the whole situation, because ain't nobody in the city fucking with us, bro. You go get anybody and match them up however you want to match them up, bro. When it comes to this harmonizing and melody shit, ain't nobody fucking with Twin. Ain't nobody fucking with Lil Twin. Or ain't
G
nobody fucking with
baby,
G Baby. Ain't
yeah,
nobody fucking with us.
mm,
Nobody. Not no area, no group, and they don't take nothing from nobody else. None of these niggas. Not nobody from the old, not nobody from motherfucking none of the ops, nobody. The niggas who close to us or we fucking, ain't nobody fucking with us with this music shit, bro. But it's
mm,
hard because it look like it ain't no unity in this shit. You feel me?
I feel you. There's a lot of talent.
Niggas
There's
will
a
get.
lot of talent there,
I
man.
don't mean to cut you, but niggas will get together to go slide on the motherfucking, go try to do something crazy. But niggas won't get together to uplift each other and push each other to be the best that they can be. And that's what make the shit so fucked up and watered down for real.
I feel exactly what you're saying, man. Cause like I don't lie, I be noticing that sometimes when I see like certain hoods that supposedly like it's like a lot of rappers there, right? Certain hoods they might not be together all the time on camera, and you might think, oh, they probably don't fuck with each other, but it's like, and it's like, damn. So since they don't fuck with each other, it's like they probably not gonna really be as big as they should be, because it's like it's little to no unity. But they could be on good terms, but it's like they don't be working together all the time. And it's like it's really like an individual thing. It's like I see that a lot in the city. It's like it's just motherfuckers like for themselves doing it for themselves type shit. It's like
Yeah,
that's what
it's
I've been
to the
seeing.
point. It's to the point now, like, you know what I mean? Every man for themselves, God for everybody. And then, like I said, people on the outside looking in look like, you know, certain people don't fuck with certain people. And it's fucked up because to the public, that's what it looked like. But behind closed doors, we talk to each other on the phone. We check on each other. Somebody going through some motherfuckers is there for each other. But at the same time, to the world, it look like we don't fuck with each other.
Exactly. Shit. But speaking on some music shit, like you in particular, like you recently took a long break from dropping music. So what made you take that break?
Shit too watered down for real, bro. I
Which
ain't gonna
okay,
I ain't gonna keep on I ain't gonna keep on going and wasting time and putting forth effort into some shit that, you know, in all actuality, this shit might not take off. I still got a life to live. I still got kids. So, you know, I can't just say, oh, well, I'm going to put my all into this shit and don't get nothing from it. You feel me?
okay, I feel you.
Everybody, like, pay attention to New York. In Chicago, dissing the dead and being disrespectful and shit, that shit make the labels shy away from you. Like, man, we ain't fucking with that nigga. He probably ain't gonna live past the summertime. The way he talking about dead people and people smoking on this pack and smoking this person and shit. He might not, man, we ain't fucking with dude. He ain't gonna live to pass this summer. But then you go to other places, they do the same shit we do, got it from us, copied our style, certain shit, put a little twist on it, and they get paid for it. All them little niggas in New York, they getting rich off of it,
Hell
bro.
yeah, the smoking on ops
The
and this and
labels
that and
in
this
the
shit and the fourth. Like they be really putting that shit on the labels.
yeah, the labels in New York, they giving these little niggas millions of dollars to talk about dead people and this they dead. But when it come to us, it's like shit, they ain't fucking with it for real.
All right, do you think it's because like they expect Chicago, like if a Chicago rapper does it, they in more danger compared to a New York rapper when they do it? Could that be the reason?
Nah, not really. It's more so shit. The labels in New York pay attention to the numbers, bro. Talking about
Okay.
dead people, when I talked about dead people, this dead people, I do 150,000 a month.
Shit.
I'm doing 500,000 views in 30 days. But when I stop talking about dead people, shit, I get 100 views a day. You feel me?
Shit's fucked up.
A lot of times people don't want to hear that shit that you talking about. That's real music. You feel me? They want to hear some motherfuckers talking about who dead and who they done smoked and how they done got smoked and that shit it's entertainment at the same time. But
Yeah, yeah.
like I said, other motherfuckers can do it and get paid for it, bro. But
Shit. That's
when
true.
we do it, it's like shit. Nah, hell no.
Shit. More about the music though. So, when you was dropping music, like when you was like really on your consistent shit, like you had like a lot of audios but not as many music videos. So it's like, was you like camera shy, or like
A
will you
little,
continue to
a little bit. I don't really like cameras for real. And then when you do a lot of different shit in the streets to survive and do shit, do what you got to do to try to make it out here, a motherfucker really don't know who you is. But you start jumping in front of that camera, a motherfucker see you like, oh yeah, that's dude, that's such and such and such and such. So at one point, I was a little leery about doing that shit and fucking with that shit because I had a lot of other shit going on. I ain't want to be in front of the camera and that shit get me 100 years, and I ain't even fucking capitalizing off this shit for real.
shit shit be like that? So you feel like just exposing yourself and being in front of a camera all the time, it just brings, how could I say, it just brings, I could say, problems in a way.
Not really, not for everybody, but like I said, if you out in the streets doing different things and different shit to survive, and you keep it staying out the way, you get in front of a camera and the motherfucker don't know who you is. They ain't got a clue who you is. They just know what you look like. Then the motherfucker see you on a video, or they see you on YouTube or something, and be like, oh yeah, that's dude that did such and such and such and such.
Okay,
I ain't
okay.
know who he was now, but look, here go his name and shit right here. Let me contact so and so and let them know. Here go the motherfucker that did such and such. You feel me?
Makes sense. That makes sense. I know. I, I, I could say I understand where you're coming from. Like if you in a particular lifestyle, then yeah, it becomes a little. It basically is different for everybody. It's different from person to person. So I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. Shit. But like, will you continue to make more music videos though?
I mean, I will, but like I said, bro, music is like therapeutic for me, bro. That's like one thing that I got love for that I'll never stop loving. I probably always make music, but not to an aspect of, oh yeah, I'm looking to get rich off this shit. More
Okay,
so, it's just like a hobby to me, bro. At the end of the day,
obviously.
the get rich part already done passed, bro.
So what? Like, if you knew from the very start, like I want to ask you, like, when you started making music, did you think it was gonna be easy?
Actually, to be honest with you, bro, when I started doing this shit, I didn't even think that a motherfucker take heed to, what I was doing and what I was saying the way they did. So, when I did the shit and it started to take off for me, it kind of made me a little shaky to the fact like, damn, this shit really could be something. And then with all the shit that transpired in the process, it was like, damn, okay, this shit could be something, but how shit unfolding is really is like a waste of time for real. Like, damn, okay, you put your heart into this shit and you put your all into this shit trying to make it to the point where you could change some people around you lives and shit. And then when that shit start getting watered down and the more it start getting watered down, it's like fuck it. It ain't no sense to keep on pushing for some shit that in all actuality it ain't gonna come. I'd rather go
Mm.
I'd rather go and go punch a time clock so I can make sure that when it's 30 days roll around and these bills need to be paid or something need to be taken care of, I'm able to take care of it versus me, saying I'm gonna chase this dream until the end of time, and that's all it really is. It don't never become more than just a dream. You feel me?
I feel you. So like, would you like always? Would you like? My bad. Would you always have done music even if you knew you wasn't gonna get rich?
I would have I look like I said, bro. Music been a part of my life forever. I always loved to do it. I would have did it regardless, but you know, at some point I was looking forward to, you know,
Elevating with it,
capitalizing off the shit and making it to where, like I said, you change certain motherfuckers' lives, the niggas around you. That's why I stick to myself, bro. You don't really see nobody in my videos or no shit like that, cause I'm a firm believer. If I can't feed you, I don't need you for real.
mm, that's interesting. Yeah, and that is something I noticed. You don't usually be around too many people in your videos, or you usually just be by yourself most of the time. I noticed that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, cause it's like this, bro. Niggas be around and see you with a little something, and then a little shit that you give them, they don't really know that you really don't got what a motherfucker expecting you to have for real.
Mm.
So a nigga look at you and say, "Oh yeah, this nigga got a chain on, he got a watch, he got some earrings on. We going out and getting food, but this nigga he eating steak, but I'm eating a pizza puff. Man, fuck that shit. I take his jewelry and take his shit, and I fuck around. That shit turn to you losing your life over nothing for real. Like I said, you can't have a whole bunch of wolves around you, and your plate ain't big enough to feed everybody, because somebody gonna feel like they being left out or they ain't get the right portion they deserve, and then that's when they come for your plate. You feel me?
Sure, I see what you're saying. I never thought of it that way. Like when you in a certain position, and let's say you can feed a certain number of people. Once you don't have enough, it's like people might people might basically try to take what's left. Like I never thought of that before.
Yeah, that's
Never thought of that.
what happen all the time, bro. You look at all these niggas. Every time I get on the internet, bro, that's why I don't even really fuck around on the internet. That shit. Every time you look on the internet, somebody died, somebody getting killed, but they ain't telling you the story. They ain't telling you that, this nigga just came up on 15,000 because they don't want the real to get out. He came up on 15,000. He was with the niggas who he claimed he loved, and they love him, and he loved them. But they looking at it like he got 15,000. They want some of what he got, not knowing what this man had to go through or what he had to do to get this shit. Not
Yeah,
using it and say, okay, my homie done made something happen. Let me try to make something happen. They'll rather take from you than to go take from a motherfucker who they don't know. The niggas who they don't know is the niggas who they kick it with and they glorify and show love and respect to. Them the niggas who they don't fuck with. But the motherfuckers who they grew up with and they close, niggas like to take that easy route. Oh, yeah, I'm going to take something from him and fuck him, and then I'm going to go over here and kick it with these niggas who I don't even know. And that's who they'll break bread with faster than they'll break bread with a nigga who they've been knowing all their life.
shit. That's some shit for you, and that makes sense because most of the time, like when something happens to you, it's usually the people around you that you had, like
Always,
when
bro.
you know.
Always. They ain't, like I said, they ain't telling the real story. They ain't saying that, the nigga had 15 bands and the nigga who he was with, who was his brother, he called the motherfucker who he don't know, somebody from a whole nother side of town who they fuck with. Man, this nigga got 15,000 on him. He ain't got
Yeah,
no gun, no nothing. Man, come take this shit. Just give me 5. You keep 10.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then the situation don't go smooth as planned, and then the motherfucker be done took you down and killed you, and then the same motherfucker who made the call for the shit to happen, he'll be at your funeral carrying your casket.
Shit's fucked up.
The money that you had, he using to get the rest in peace you shirt with the motherfucking, like, the shit crazy.
It's most definitely crazy, man. But like you, like when you started rapping, you didn't start off doing it alone. Cause I remember like the first video or song you had dropped was with Zoo, THF Zoo, and it was called White Rocks. So and that's considered a hood classic. So like, could you like walk us through that day and how everything came about?
Honestly, that was like one of the first times I had took him to the studio with me. That was like one of the first times him going to the studio. Took him to the studio with me. He always had it in him to rap. He just never liked it, that shit. Even to this day, he really don't like the shit. But I used to always tell him, like, hey, man, I don't like how that sound. I don't like my voice. I'm, man, bro, you got this shit. Keep doing it. So it was
Shit.
that day basically was just we did the song. I forgot what was dude name whose studio we went to. We did the song, and then probably like a few weeks later, AMG Films, like he was gonna shoot the video, and I forgot what I was doing, but they called me like, man, come on, we finna shoot the video. I pulled up. That was like really the only one of the one times I had on a lot of different motherfuckers in the video.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
After that, it was more so like, you feel me? I had really low key like kind of feel. We all had really fell back from that shit at that point. It really was like that was just something we was doing and trying at the time. But I was always making music at that time. You feel me? I
Yeah.
stayed in the studio, stayed writing music. It was just like, okay, that was something that we was just doing at that point in time, and it was more so just us just fucking around. But then as time went on, we had started doing it a little bit more and going a little harder. Everybody started doing this shit. And then around that time, it really wasn't a whole lot of snake shit and backdoor shit going on. And who really, really kicked the shit off after that, that really put me in a position to even made me want to do some music or made me want to rap was TP. And Muda really started doing this shit after that and made it like they opened more doors for us to do this shit. So when they got locked up, that's when I made the So Disrespectful, because I'm sitting around and I'm listening to different motherfuckers steady talking about, niggas from my area who died and shit. And the only two motherfuckers who was really holding it down for us and standing up for us as far as the music side was TP and Muda. So they was locked up at the time, and I'm just knowing because I have been doing this shit for a while. I knew I was nice with the shit, so I'm like, fuck it. You know, ain't nobody really around to step up or you know, to hit back. So I'm like, fuck it, man. Let me go on here and make some shit to make a motherfucker feel and respect us. Because even before that, you know, we was getting a little views here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
But when nobody doing views, only motherfuckers started really opening the door, doing big numbers. Muda started doing nice numbers. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like, shit, you know, ain't nobody left out here to do it, so somebody got to do it. So that's what made me tap into the shit.
Okay, I see. I see. So like you could say like that kind of motivated you in a way. When like the main ones who was doing it at that time wasn't there, you know, to head back.
You said what, bro? I couldn't hear you. My bad.
So I said like so you could say that motivated you because the main ones that was holding it down at that time wasn't there to head back.
Yeah. No, they wasn't. So, you know, it was like, shit, I could either sit back and allow these niggas to keep on being disrespectful and talking crazy about my people. That wasn't something that I really chose and wanted to do, bro. Like, me being honest, I'm my own man, bro. Don't nobody tell me what to do or how to do it or none of that shit, bro. I was thinking in my mind to come together because it would have been better for all of us, bro. The whole city, everybody who was rapping. Before all the blood got spilled on the streets, it was still a chance for us to come together. Now it's too much blood, been spilled, too much shit going on, so it's gonna be hard. But at that time, I was thinking more peace than to keep on going head on with this bullshit. Like, okay, it's cool and we enjoy killing each other, because that wasn't it, bro. It was just really survival of the fittest. You feel me? You hurt a nigga kill a nigga who you know, who you was close to. You was just kicking it, spending the night at his house. Some motherfuckers was homeless. They had nowhere to go, and they was living with a motherfucker who got killed. They kill your homie who you living with. His mama feed you and taking care of you. Now they didn't kill him. You ain't got nowhere to go. You in your feelings, sitting around drinking and shit. You got this gun. It's like, fuck that shit, man. I'm finna go make these niggas feel what I feel. You feel me?
Yeah. Shit. Like speaking of like bloodshed though, like this might get a little deep, but in 4-6, this is people who happen to have fame because they were like loved and respected members, you know, in the eyes of social media. And one of them is Bobo. So like, I want to ask you, did you know Bob? Did you know him personally?
I
And if
know
so, like, what's
I known Bob his whole life, bro. The last words I heard from Bob, I had came from the county seeing Zoo. And I was leaving out. Bob was on the deck playing basketball. He was like, "I love you." I told him, "I love you too." That was the last time I heard his voice.
damn man?
I've been knowing
So like,
him and his
yeah,
brother. I've been knowing him and his brother their whole life. Shit.
shit. What type of person was he? Like
He
to
was
you?
Bob was cool. Bob was a cool, playful nigga. See, like from our area, bro, we really just try to maintain looking good, not being outside looking all dirty and dusty and shit. And we was all jokesters and shit, bro. We joke and laugh and play with each other all day. You feel me? Bob was a cool dude, you feel me? But drastic times calls for drastic measures. And like I said, motherfucker killing people who you love, that turn you into a killer, bro.
Mm, mm. Would you say that everyone who's close to Bob is doing a good job of keeping his name alive?
I mean, you don't really hear too many motherfuckers say rest in peace, Bob, but you know, motherfucker, rest in peace you and try to keep your name alive for a little while, depending on who you is. And after that, bro, out of sight, out of mind, man. Bob got daughter, all type of shit. I don't know who do what. You feel me? Because I don't be in niggas' business. But I'm pretty sure ain't nobody hitting his daughter up on holidays and shit, making sure she got a toy under the tree or making sure she got a book bag to go to school with and shit. So, you know, I mean, bro, honestly, man, I really couldn't even tell you for real.
Mm. Do you still keep in contact with his family? Getting back to getting back to something else. So like you stated on the internet that despite FBG Duck being an op, he influenced you to stop making diss songs after he had dropped Chicago Legends, where he gave honorable mentions to Chicago rappers who passed away, like Newski, Fredo, Santana, and LA Capone, and those were, you know, his ops. So how strong was FBG Duck's impact with Chicago Legends to you?
I won't say he influenced me. It was just a grown up move on his behalf. But then I felt like, that shit really didn't mean nothing because he came right behind it with that dead bitches. And in all actuality, like I said, bro, the energy that shit bring is unmatched for real, bro. That's like
Unmatched for
that's
sure.
like you dancing in Satan's playground for real. You dissing the dead, and I don't know. I ain't really into the spirits and all that shit, but I'm pretty sure that if you pay attention, people who continue to do that shit and never stopped and went full fledged with that dissing and talking about dead people, bro, ain't none of them here to talk about it no more.
Yeah, I could say that's true. Shit. So like, do you feel like if you if any rapper just continues to make this music, they just keep making it, they keep like in particular this and the dead, that their life is gonna be cut short?
Hell yeah, bro. It's only a very few niggas out here who still doing that shit and able to tell the story. And if they is, they not in Chicago for real. If you in Chicago doing that shit, bro, eventually that shit gonna catch up to you.
Shit, it's sad, man. But we do see that shit. We do see it. All right, man. So like keeping that in mind. So like we got female artists, like we got Mellow Bus, we got Mari Blaze, Monty the G, Cashmere, Blazing Doll, Fendi the Rapper. There's plenty more for Chicago who's making noise with the music on the female side. But at the same time, it's some women who's known, for beefing with other women. So it's like, is there any advice you could give the women to stay focused on what's important and not what's distracting?
Man, leave the street shit to the men, man.
To
That's all I can say. Leave the street shit to the men, man. Y'all got a chance to change your family lives and to make a difference in this shit. Leave the street shit to the men, because at some point a nigga ain't gonna look at you like a female if you saying certain shit, mentioning certain people, especially if they dead. That female shit don't even matter, shit.
yeah, that's true. That's definitely true, man. All right, man. I'm gonna switch gears up on you once again. So I got this next segment. I call it the GDs in the door session. So I just want to ask you: are the GDs in the door?
Man, I'm GD, bro. I no comment on that, because if the GD's in the door, then I only see, man, very few motherfuckers that's throwing up the race that's really making an impact or doing something with the music. And them niggas ain't even bringing their own people in, bro.
Shit. All right, so you basically, like, are you saying they are in the door or are they not?
I ain't gonna say the GD's in the door, a GD in the door though.
All right, so what will it take for all the GDs to be in the door?
Shit, niggas gotta stop acting like they scared to put another motherfucker in position, man. These niggas act like it hurt you to get on the song with you or share your music or put you in a room with some of these people who can help you or change your life, bro. Niggas act like that you get it, like it ain't enough money out here for everybody. Like if you get into it or you get a chance to do the shit, that it's gonna take away from them or what they got going on. In all actuality, bro, that shit don't stop, bro. It's so much money in this shit. This music shit, $1 billion industry, bro. And niggas act like shit. Oh man, I fuck with you, we brothers, and I love you, and this, that, and the third. But a motherfucker ain't putting you in them same positions, in them same rooms that they going in. Cause I guess, I don't know, bro. It's so fucked up. Like Chicago just full of a whole bunch of greedy ass, selfish people, bro.
Shit. So you feel like if motherfuckers put other people in position, then it's like, yeah, we in the door type shit.
It'll open up a lot of avenues and opportunities for other people, bro. Some
Okay.
people might not get it. They might not get what they looking for just off the music.
Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely. Peter Pan, that's